welcome to episode 2. In this episode, we're going to be covering the prep and also driving at Mondo. That's an event put on by Pro Autosports once a year, always on Thanksgiving weekend, down at Wild Horse Pass in Chandler, Arizona. They take 2 of the road courses and make it into one longer road course. It's 2.5 miles long. Last year, I was able to squeeze off a 2:04.3, and I was pretty happy. The fastest cars of the weekend were all around the 2-minute flat mark. So I want to see how close I can get to that this year. I've made a lot of changes to my car over the past year, but the 3 noteworthy ones are going to be 50 more horsepower at the wheels, 50 more pound-feet of torque at the wheels, 220 pounds lighter, and the biggest single change will be running Hoosier tires. Last year I ran Maxxis RC1 tires, which are a Treadwear 100, so the Hoosier tires are going to be a significant change. But this past weekend, I gave 1 weekend off from the prep and I went to run my other race car in my garage, which is this. It's a 5th scale buggy. It's 30cc and 35 pounds. So they're pretty crazy. We went out to the mod finals out in Paris, California. So I'll take you for a lap.
Take it easy. Right on. Let's see how this goes. Travis, let's come on down. Here comes Stewart. Man, baby. Look at my boys right here. Drop it down.
I didn't know the exact spot we were going for this RC car race was where I competed in Matt Hoffman's contest back in 2001. Lots of great memories from that contest. So unfortunately, while leading the A main, I had electronics failure that caused me to retire. So DNF and head back to Arizona, get back on the M3 prep. I'm going to take you through all the prep items I'm doing, and also I'm going to throw it on the scales at the end, corner balance it, and also get the total weight. I took 80 pounds off in the first episode. I took 13 pounds off on this episode. So I'll show you the total weight of the car. And then we're going to go to the track. Mondo starts Friday. I'm going to freshen up the rear axles too. Stock was 27 millimeter in diameter. I'm going with the later e36 ones, which were hollow and 38 millimeter. So I went with them hopefully for increased strength. They happen to be almost a pound lighter, if anybody is wondering. Putting in new spark plugs, it's just as much of a nightmare as it looks with the headers. I'm doing a brake fluid change. I was using the Motul RBF 660. Now I'm going to try the RBF 700, a little bit higher dry boiling point. And then new brake pads up front, Hawk DTC 60s. Oil change with some AMSOIL. When I was doing the wheel bearings, I also removed all 4 brake dust shields and the whole e-brake assembly, so I saved 13 pounds. All right, it's on the scales. Total weight of the car is 2550 with a half a tank. Here's my 195 pounds of ballast that I use in the driver's seat and floor to represent me when I'm weighing it. I was able to get my cross weight percentages to 49.9 and 50.1, so I'm gonna leave it there. All right, I didn't look at the lap time on my aim cluster. I'm still warming up. I had a little bit of traffic, running the Treadwear 100 tires, and my lap time was
2:06.
Very good. First day, no Hoosiers yet. I'm happy.
Fastest in the session. The fastest, I think, of the day, not in the race group.
I don't think that GTR is a transponder, but we'll get the Hoosiers on, see what he's got.
All right.
All right, I'm lining up grid spot 1 for the last hot lap session, going off the time. All right, we just did the second and final hot lap session. I blew it. I was gridded first, so I should have an open track. I did, and 1 turn before the finish, I spun out. that's a wrap on Mondo 2022. The best lap I was able to squeeze off was a 2:01.9. A little disappointing. I wanted to get it closer to the 2-minute mark, but I got second overall. Kevin got me with the C5 Corvette. He did the 159, which was impressive. So on to the next event.